Hello, Natural Beauties. Welcome back to our podcast. I'm your host, Gabby.
And I'm your host, Nyla.
And we're so excited to have you guys. And on this episode, we're talking about our college experience. Now, I went to a HBCU and
I went to a PWI. If you don't know what those stand for,
Historically Black College University.
and predominantly white institution. So,
And you know there's a difference.
a big difference. Especially being black. Like, I feel like especially being black, there's a huge difference.
Now, I went to Florida A&M University.
I went to Michigan State University.
I was a business administration major.
And I was a neuroscience and human biology major with a minor in Spanish.
Jesus.
A mouthful.
And look, another complete difference in majors.
Complete difference. So, Gabby, how was your, how did you choose what college you wanted to go to?
At first, I felt like I want to go to a PWI. I don't want to go to a historically black college. And then my high school advisor, he was like, well, you should try looking into HBCUs even more. And then, mind you, my dad, he went to FAMU as well. So, you know,
huh? I didn't know that.
For real?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so my dad went to FAMU as well. So, and I started applying to like Clark and Atlanta. Oh no, I didn't apply. I started looking. I looked at Clark and Atlanta, but my dad was like, you know, that's kind of far. But my family's from
That's kind of far.
But compared to FAMU, that's 2 hours away from Jacksonville.
Oh, I thought you meant from Michigan. I'm like, Gabby, that's closer to Michigan.
Okay, yeah. So, y'all, my mind be running like 50 miles an hour. But yeah, so I was looking at Clark Atlanta compared to FAMU, and FAMU's closer to my family because they're from Jacksonville. And so I was like, okay, I'll try FAMU, and I applied, got in, and went to Summer B, which basically means you start school in the summer. And that's how I.
Is that the only? I missed it. That's the only college you applied to?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And you got in.
Yeah. Me and my mom was talking about that the other day. We were like, we can't believe you applied in one school.
Right, like that's faith though.
One school.
Applying to one school and getting in, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
For me, I had very high hopes. I feel like I was a really good student, and I told you, I was on this doctor train. I think we talked about it in our first episode, how I originally wanted to be a doctor. And I kind of was really inspired by Ben Carson, his medical story, not politics, but
I don't know who Ben Carson is.
Really?
Yeah.
So he was an African American male. He got in, he literally went to Yale for undergrad.
Oh, wow.
Then he went to Johns Hopkins for med school. So that's literally what I wanted to do. So I applied to Yale. I think I applied to Harvard. I applied to NYU and MSU.
I didn't know you applied to.
I did. I applied to those 4 schools. I applied to 4 schools. And I really wish I would have applied to more, but I ended up not getting accepted into Yale or Harvard, which, I mean, it was really hopeful thinking of me trying to apply, but it would have been great of me getting, if I got in, but, you know, I was really just trying to do what Ben Carson did. So I didn't get into those schools. My dad worked at NYU at the time, so if I got in, it was 90% off tuition. I ended up getting on the waiting list. And I was on the waiting list all summer, and I felt like I needed a decision.
How long was the wait? Did they tell
the waiting list? No, they ended up telling me. I don't think I got accepted, or I can't remember. But I had already made a decision by the time they reached out to me. But I was on the waiting list all summer for NYU, and I got into MSU, and I hadn't really heard back from any other colleges, and time was winding down. Classes started in August, and I think this was around June, so I just accepted MSU, and my parents went there. That's how they met. All of my siblings went there except for my older brother. He went to Morehouse, but that's really how I went. I went to MSU because we're from Michigan, Lansing, Michigan, so we were right there, and I just felt like it was a just home, honestly, just going across the street to go to school. So that's how I got, or why I chose the college I went to.
Do you wish you went out of state?
You know, I feel like everything happens for a reason, so I'm happy that I chose Michigan State because that's where I met Jeff and everything. But I do wish I would have experienced, because I feel like if I would have gotten out of state and went to a different college, I think I would have gotten out of my shell and applied, or not applied, but just kind of been more outgoing, and I had to push myself because I wouldn't have known anyone wherever I went.
Right.
So I feel like I would have kind of been forced to reach out to people and make friends.
I can't believe I even got out my shell and made friends.
Right, Gabby done
I didn't know anybody when I went to school.
Outgoing. That's that outgoing person in you.
That's so freaking crazy.
That is
I was
crazy.
scared, but at the end of the day, I wasn't about to be alone in my dorm. No friends.
I'm dead. So like, how was your first year? Do you I know this was like 7 years ago for us.
Yeah.
So how do you remember like how you felt like your first like time stepping on campus, like first year and everything?
I was nervous like when I went summer B because I didn't know where to go, and my first class was super complicated because it was in the School of Journalism, and I didn't know how that building operated, but I was, you know, kind of nervous. You know, you're always going to be nervous on the first day, but they had this class called SLS where it's basically they're transitioning you from high school to college.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so that made it easier, and you know, the classes are way smaller probably compared to how yours were.
How big was the biggest class that you were in? Do you remember?
It couldn't have been more than like 80 people.
No way. 80? My biggest class was like 300 plus.
No, I've never had a class that big.
I would love to have like intimate 80 people classes. Like that's intimate to me because of how big my lecture halls were.
And that was too many students at that. That was my, like, I think I was like sophomore or junior year.
Maybe that's why it was a little more. Did you make your friends in classes or like just kind of in your dorm?
Summer B, it's kind of difficult to explain because I met them in classes first. Then I was in this program fall semester where everybody on my floor is in the same major and we had the same classes, so we saw each other basically every single day, and that's how we all became close.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so we were all business and all accounting majors, but I think that's how I made friends.
Like do you feel like your freshman year friends are like the friends that you kept, or did you like kind of make friends throughout the whole experience? You kept the freshman year friends?
Yes.
Did you add friends though, like junior, sophomore, senior year, that stuff like that? Not really.
I mean, I probably did. No. You know what? I did. Okay. Because I joined an organization and I met people through there. But yeah, I did meet friends through there.
See, I think I was a little overwhelmed my freshman year. So I feel like it's such a different transition going from like high school to college, and I feel like no one really prepared me for it. Like everyone kept telling me like, oh, it's different, but like nobody really like kind of explained it. And I don't know, I just feel like there could have been a better transition. So like I feel like an 8 a.m. in high school is completely different than an 8 a.m. in college. For some reason I got up with ease at 6:30 a.m. every morning for high school. But for college, like I literally would sleep until the last second and sometimes even miss classes because I was so tired. Like,
see, I was always scared to miss classes.
I wish I was
scared. We only got 3 unexcused absences. So after that, your grade was failing. But I guess it depended on the professor as well.
I don't see, a lot of my professors didn't take attendance. It was just kind of like you had to be there to learn the material. So, and okay, so freshman year, I had this chemistry and statistics class that I was doing really well in. So if I didn't want to go, I just didn't. And then I ended up getting like a 3.5 or a 3 in both of them. So
see, we didn't have a point system either.
We had point systems.
Ours was just straight A, B, or C.
No, we had point systems. See, that's another difference between our colleges. So like we had point systems. You guys had the letter system. Yeah, the letter system. Attendance was required in some classes, and where it was required, I went. But if attendance wasn't required, I was not going. And the thing is, I didn't miss every single class, but I wasn't about to go to every class. Like,
it was rare. I don't think I really ever, like, even with Forum, this thing, oh my God, the School of Business, it's a lot. But
for your HBCU?
No, it's just for my, because I was a business major. We had this thing called Forum where all the students who were in SBI, School of Business and Industry, we had to go to this thing every Tuesday and Thursday. We would go into a big auditorium and we would listen to a Fortune 500 CEO, and they would come and speak, and we would have to ask questions. But those would be the time where I would like sign people in if they didn't want to go. I don't know, it's just hard to explain.
Wait, so you would like
everybody got a program. Everybody got a program. You have to put your school ID. You know what? I don't even know why I'm telling all this.
It's okay. We already graduated.
Right, but that was stuff that was required for us to go, but I would sign people in and they would not go, and I would always be scared to miss. So I'm like, I'm not depending on somebody else to sign me in. Yeah, so I would never miss anything really.
See, that's so nice. And I feel like because I didn't do bad. Like, there was one year that I just, like, kind of didn't do the best. But I didn't do bad in college at all. I graduated with over a 3.0. Like, it wasn't 3.5 or anything. Like, in high school, I was summa cum laude. I had the 3.83. So I did really, really good in high school. And I was such a studious person. But in college, it just kind of changed. Like, I don't know what changed. I ended up graduating with over a 3.0. But it wasn't, like, I just wasn't as studious as I was in high school. So, I feel like I think the aspect of everything being, like, up to you. Like,
you think it was the professor that made you?
I mean, not necessarily, because in high school, I feel like you see your teacher every single day. You have that relationship with them. You're comfortable to email them and ask them questions. With professors, like, sometimes I would see my professor once a week, sometimes twice a week. Like, it wasn't an everyday thing. Yeah. And our classes were either 50 minutes, an hour and 50 minutes, or 2 hours and 50 minutes. Like, we didn't have any, like, I don't know, it just wasn't intimate. Like, nothing was intimate unless it was, like, those super duper classes that I, like, really enjoy, like genetics, for example. I loved my genetics class, and I got buddy with the teacher. And whenever I really like a class, like, I
get close to the
teacher, and the teacher's always like, okay, if you have questions, ask Nyla. And so I'm like, I'm over here. And that's, like, those classes that I would, like, do really well in. But the classes that I was kind of, like, didn't really care about, like, my guidance counselor, or whatever she's called, put me in communications. Like, I'm a science major, and she put me in a communications class, and I didn't do well because, one, I wasn't really interested in the content, and then 2, I was asking for help and I couldn't get it. Like, everybody's like, yeah, communications is easy, but not to me. Like, that crap was hard.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Because I'm more of a numbers type of girl, so that wasn't numbers.
I'm trying to think of my favorite class that I had.
I loved my science and math classes and my Spanish classes. Anything other than that, I just did not like. Because we were also required to take, like, history classes and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, the basics, the requirements. Yeah, that's what we were, too.
Yeah.
One class I did have that was bowling. But that was only for me to graduate and stuff.
That's fun. I think we had a bowling class, too. But I didn't take it. I honestly didn't take any fun classes, like dance. Like, my sister, she took dance. But I didn't take any fun class like that. My fun classes were my Spanish classes. And
but that was your minor, too, though,
yeah,
right?
But then I had 2 majors. So any other, like you had to get a certain amount of credits to graduate, and you had to get, like, elective credits. So my elective credits from one major was my required credits for the other major. So I didn't really.
So it kind of worked out.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out, quote unquote, but, like, I didn't really have fun per se, like, in taking classes.
I think that was really my only fun was bowling.
I love bowling. I would have loved that class.
I did. I actually learned how to bowl in that class.
Oh, did you? We've never been bowling together.
No, but I don't want to bowl with you.
Why?
Because
I'm just normal.
No, I see your score every time you post it. I be like, oh no, mine be in the 80s, 70s.
Yikes.
Exactly. I'm like,
my goal, if I get over 100, then I'm good. I get over 100 just about every time I bowl.
I'm better than I was before. I'll say that. Before
That's good.
I got way better.
What was your, like, least favorite thing about going to FAMU, and then your, like, most favorite thing?
The least favorite, probably how long it took to get my financial aid and refund. Like, that always took forever. Like, the 2nd month of school, 3rd month of school. But my favorite thing, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite thing because I just love my school that much.
Listen, Gabby loves FAMU. Like, any chance she gets, she'll talk about it, okay?
I'm talking about it, wearing the clothes, everything. I'm trying to buy. Look, I love my school.
I feel like that's with everybody that went there, though. Yes. And I mean, I like MSU and everything, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I die. I bleed green. Like
you have to, like, people for us, like, we have to go to homecoming. Or, well, not everybody, but, you know, majority. But, yeah, I loved it there. I had such a good experience, and when I see people say they don't have the best experience, I'm like, dang, like, that was not me.
I wouldn't say I had a bad college experience. I just feel like if I were more prepared and, like, knew what there was to offer in college and how to, like, maximize my experience, I think I would have had a better one. Right. But I was all about the books, all about school and work. Like, that's all I did was work in school. I wasn't involved in any extracurricular activities. I mean, I did intramural volleyball, but that's about it.
I mean, that's still something.
It's something, but it's not, like,
not
enough. I feel like you were in organizations, right?
Yes. Yeah,
I feel like if I were in groups and stuff, then I would have, like,
that made me that made me reach out and, you know, meet different people. And that was a good experience. I enjoyed that. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, I think my least favorite thing about MSU is how non-prepared they make their,
Freshmen?
no, health majors. Like, the human, freaking, what am I trying to say? The people that want to be doctors. Like, the program wasn't good.
Oh,
like we talked about this a little bit in our last episode with Kashava. Like, how my friend who was an education major, they had her in a cohort. They made her be required to go into schools. For me, being a medical major, like, I wasn't required to do any of that. And I just feel like...
That's so surprising. You would think schools would make people do that. Because I was required 2 internships before I graduated.
I wish. Like, I wish. And
no, I actually hated that.
And no one, like... I mean, yeah, you hated it, but you got the experience. And I just wish somebody would have, like, told me, like, even outside of, like, the school requiring it, I wish somebody like, oh, yeah, go get an internship. Oh, yeah, go volunteer in the hospital. Oh, go do this, go do that. Like, I wish somebody would, like, nobody told me nothing.
Yeah.
I was the first person that I've ever known pursuing a career in medicine. So I was kind of like, this is me doing it on my own. But I would say that my favorite thing about MSU, so I worked at a gym, and I felt like it was just kind of, like, it was really fun. Like,
It seemed like y'all had a
it
good
was
time.
so fun, like,
workers and everything.
Yeah, it's like I feel like that job is just kind of was set the bar so high that any job I got after it was just not the same because we were all so close. And then, like, we would have family dinners, and we would, like, create, like, within the school, like, sports teams within the coworkers and stuff, and, like, just have gatherings and events, and everybody cared so much about each other. So I feel like my highlight of college was working at that gym, and it was fun. It was really fun.
I wish I had. Yeah, I don't have a job that no.
Did you work on campus?
No.
Oh yeah, you had that picture job, right?
No, I worked with the athletic department.
What did you do?
Girl, I'm trying to remember.
So many jobs.
I know. I'm like, what did I do at that? I know I used to set up, and I would have to, like, scan people in or give people wristbands to come into the football games. I do remember that part, but as far as everything else, I can't remember.
Didn't you have that job with senior pictures or something at graduation?
Oh yeah, that was an annoying job in college. I've had multiple jobs in college.
Like within the university, not
no. That wasn't with.
Oh, okay.
FAMU. That was outside of FAMU.
So the only one within FAMU was the athletic
department.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that was the. Oh, okay. So within my, like, gym job, I got another job in offices because I'm an overachiever. I just, like.
So the office job was an MSU job?
So, okay, so basically downstairs was the gym. You check people into the fitness center, clean, da-da-da. Upstairs was the people, like, the upper people who, like, sold the memberships and created the prices and, like, worked on, like, oh, we're buying this building, we're using these vendors and all this stuff. So, like, I got kind of, quote-unquote, promoted, but also was still working that job, but I was the only one working up there because of how hard I was working downstairs. Wow. Yeah, so, like, that's kind of how it is with all the jobs that I work, like, after so long, and they're like, oh, wow, you're such a hard worker. Right, let's give her something more. So, yeah, I mean, I did. I mean, overall, did you enjoy your college experience? You did?
1,000%.
Do you miss it?
Yes. Like, I miss seeing my friends every single day. Like, just all the memories that I have. Going to eat, going to Cancun, going to Top Flight, going to...
What's the best foods in FAMU, like, down south in Florida?
Well, a place I would always eat was probably American Deli, Robados. I feel like I'm missing one.
Robados?
Robados. It's like a hibachi.
Robados?
Robados.
It's American Deli.
Robados. I don't know. I say Robados. You said what?
So I'm thinking American Deli is like sandwiches, right?
American, yeah.
Okay.
You know, no, you wasn't with us. It's basically wings, subs. It's a fries, Philly cheesesteak. It's like a spot like that.
I feel like I didn't even, like. Did you eat on campus a lot?
Freshman year, yes.
So I feel like I didn't, like. I didn't really eat on campus because I was like. I told you, my first job was in college. I had my own money.
Wait, freshman year you had a job?
Yeah, the gym. That's where I got that.
I thought you started that sophomore year.
No, freshman year, it was the gym, and that was the first job I ever got. And so I took it so serious because it was my first job, and that's why they saw my work ethic, because it was like, I was really treating it like a real, like, job. Like, I came to the freaking interview with a suit and tie, like not suit and tie, but I came in a pantsuit. And Jeff had his interview right behind me, and he literally like had sweats on.
Oh my god!
So I was taking it so serious.
That would have been me though. I would have had on the dress pants and the dress top.
So I feel like this is my first time making money. I didn't have any bills to pay, so I was buying food. Like literally, what I bought.
Why wasn't you using the campus?
I did, but I also didn't. Like I was using campus food because we had things called combos. So they would, if you lived on campus, you could like get one combo per day, which is like you can get a drink, a sandwich, and like chips or something.
One
like,
a day? I had an unlimited meal plan freshman year.
No, not the meal plan. A combo is like, so the meal plan is you can go into any cafe and get food, right? But a combo is like you can go into any like Spartan store and get you a drink. You can get you like a snack and then like a meal, like a sandwich or like yeah. And then there were different stores around campus. So some places had real food like fries, wings, drinks. So a combo is, I don't know how to explain it. A combo is like a meal that you can get per day, but then a lot of the stuff you could keep and kind of stack it up. So like if you couldn't make it to a calf, you could just eat that on the go. But then the calf you could like go in at any time, like whenever they're open. So I would eat though. I would eat that stuff, but then I also have my own money. Like I would literally spend my money on leggings and food. So
wait, what's leggings?
Leggings, pants, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's literally, so I gained the freshman 15.
I did too, because me and my friends were always in the top calf. And that one, if they watch this, they know that area we were sitting in. Eating pizza, fries, salad, fish, chicken, macaroni and cheese.
Y'all was eating. And they probably was seasoning y'all food too, huh?
Girl, yes.
Not at MSU. Yes. We had to season it.
That's so sad.
See, I think that's also a difference between going to PWI and HBCU. Y'all food was seasoned. Our food wasn't, and there were some instances where we could like make our own food, but we kind of had to just tell them.
No, we didn't have that.
Like there were like lines where we would just tell them like, oh, like they had like breakfast omelets. Like you could either do an omelet, you could make eggs. You could be like, oh, add bacon and onions and eggs to my
ours
omelet.
were literally grits, eggs, sausage, bacon.
See, we had areas like that, but we also had stations where it's like you can put whatever you want in your breakfast. But it was mainly only breakfast. Like, I don't remember it happening for dinner.
Yeah, I don't remember eating, like... Oh, we had a waffle station. I don't remember pancakes at all.
Like, I'm not a breakfast person, so I
can eat grits, eggs, and bacon every day. Or a sausage every day.
See, I can eat pizza every day. And tacos.
Yeah, tacos. I can't eat tacos every day.
Ooh, excuse me.
I'm like, what happened?
I burped. Okay, next question. Oh yeah, so like earlier you said like it took them forever to like get your financial aid.
Yeah, I don't know why. They were just slow. They were always...
Every year?
Yeah.
Could you do it like earlier so it could be done by the time it started?
No matter when you did it, it was coming late.
Really? I never really got a refund because... Okay, so freshman year, I had this thing called Spartan Advantage, which is almost like, to put it in like layman's terms, they paid you to go to college. So freshman year, I had Spartan Advantage. So I got a refund check. I was also taking out loans and that stuff. So freshman year, my mom got a new job, so I didn't qualify anymore. So we had to pay after that. So after freshman year, I did not get a refund check. And I also took classes all through the summer, every semester, every summer. So the longest break I got in college was 3 weeks during Christmas break.
Wait, was it because you were a double major?
I mean, kind of, but also because I was an overachiever and I could.
I feel like... I'm trying to see. I know I had one summer where I didn't do school.
See, I did school every single summer, and I think that was another reason why I took a break, because originally my plan was to go straight to med school. I think that was another reason why I took a break, because I was literally nonstop in school. Like between, so fall semester, 3-week break for Christmas, spring semester, 1.5 or 2 week break, summer session 1, rolled into summer session 2, and then maybe like 1 or 2 weeks in fall semester. So like, I didn't get a break, and that's one thing that I do regret, is I wish I would have just given myself a break, just let myself kind of breathe and enjoy life. I was like, I never really had a summer, and it sucks because I haven't had a summer since high school, because after graduating high school, I worked.
One break, yeah.
I haven't, and it's like, I don't get a break. Like, I don't get a break.
Even now, we still have to work during the summer. I know.
We have to work during the summer. So, like, that's something that I just regret because I don't think I'll get that back. and I don't know when the next time, like, God willing, I'll be able to like become my own boss and like create my own schedule so I can take a break whenever I want or need.
Right.
But now, even if I want or need one, I can't without permission from my freaking boss, which is another just stupid thing.
This is a trash feeling.
It is.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think I've had 2 summers where I got a break.
That's nice.
But I wish. No, I graduated. I still graduated within the 4 years.
Yeah, I graduated within 4 years.
Yeah, so I was good regardless because I did it freshman year.
Yeah.
And I went to summer B or whatever.
Is there anything that you like regret or wish you would have done differently in your college experience?
I wish I took, you know, the career fairs more seriously. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. And I don't want to work for anyone anyway. So, you know. So, I guess I don't really have a regret.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. I mean, I don't really have a regret. I mean, other than that, I just said that I regret it. I mean, I don't really have regrets for real. But there are things I wish I would have done differently. Like, maybe things I wish I would have known before college. Like, I was
feel like, yeah, my SLS class that I talked about earlier, that really helped us. Because they would say, this is what you'll be experiencing. This is what's going to happen. And so, yeah.
I feel like my college experience also made me want to create, like, a mentorship program, though. And to just kind of help little boys and girls of color. Honestly, any boys and girls, period. But, of course, I'm always going to want to cater my things to people of color. To just, like, prepare them. Like, tell them what people aren't telling them. Like, give them options. Like, from the jump, like, line it out. Like, this is what you're going to go through. This is what we're going to, like, this is what you're going to get into if you're going to go to college. Like, at least my college is what I got into. This is my experience. So, just so you know.
Alright, bro. I just didn't realize how much the books and the access codes would cost.
Okay. My book's like $500 a semester.
See, I stopped buying books after sophomore year and started trying to find the PDF online because I'm like, I'm not about to keep paying this. Like, this is, or, you know, people from the previous classes or somebody who was a year older than me, they would send me the links to the PDF. So I was always good when it came to that.
I think there was always things online that you could, like, get and find, but a lot of them still cost.
Yeah. That's, oh, sorry, off topic, but that was another thing I joined when I was in school. It was called Big Sister, Little Sister.
I love
you
that.
Said that. Yeah, I'm like, why did I forget about that? But yeah, I did join Big Sister, Little Sister freshman year. So you got paired with the big. We were a little freshman, and, you know, the big would take you out, you know, just mentor you, basically. So when you said that just made me remember I joined.
Did you not continue?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Did you like it?
I did, but I don't remember why I stopped.
You could have been a big.
Exactly. But then I joined Sisters, too. What was that, sophomore or junior year? I can't remember, but yeah.
Aww. I wish they had a program like that. I remember, I feel like when I was in like middle school, I was a part of a program called Big Sister, Little Sister, and it didn't continue, and I did not stay in contact with my big sister.
Oh yeah, I'm social media friends, my big.
That's it.
Right,
social
that's
media.
it.
Social media friends. Yeah, but. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I, like, regret about college. But, like, okay, let's get into, like, the big differences between, like, these HBCUs and PWIs. The obvious thing. You had a lot of black people.
Oh, yeah.
How was that, like? Because I know you came from, like, your high school where you were, like, the only black person.
I was in heaven. Finally,
people that look like me.
And finally freaking understand. But, yeah, it was just a good feeling because we're all there for the same goal. You know, we're graduating, trying to find a job. You know, we're all connected, networking, everything. But it was just fun. And everybody was like, FAMU's small, but it's big. But everybody knew each other. So it was like you always had somebody you could talk to in the class. And it was just nice to be able to relate to other people who were like you.
See, I came from a school where it was like kind of diverse. Like the people that I saw in my school were like, I saw white, black, Asian, Indian, like all of the above. Okay, look,
it still be, you know, non-black people there, but
it's majority black.
See,
any school I've ever been to has never been majority black, and the classes that I took never been majority. Like, honestly, I probably was mainly like the only black person in my class, if not maybe 2 or 3 more.
Oh, at MSU.
At MSU. So I don't know. I just wish I would have been introduced to HBCUs because I didn't think about it. Even though Eli went to an HBCU, it didn't click in my mind to apply or to go. Like, Eli later after the fact was like, oh, you should have came here with me. And I was like, I wish I would have. I wish I would have. I really wish that I would have gotten that experience because I think it would have been really great for me. I want to be around more black people. I do.
But now you are.
Kinda. At my last job, the one that I just quit.
Yeah, you.
It was mainly black people, and I made some good friends. But
what
now,
your job now?
No, girl. Like,
oh wow.
There's one black girl, and she sits right next to me.
Do y'all talk?
No, barely. We know each other's names. Cause the job that I work now, it's an independent work environment. Like it's
so
not
really connect.
And it's not an environment to make friends for real, unless you're just outgoing. And I don't care to be outgoing in that environment, so I'm just really to myself.
That's how I am at my jobs. That's why they be like, Gabby, you're so quiet. But I'm like, yeah, I know I'm not staying for long, so there's really no need for me to talk.
Right. I feel like it's a decision. Like if you want to be outgoing and you want to make friends at a place,
and that's what people don't understand. I can be outgoing if I really wanted to. Y'all just don't know it, and I just don't show it.
And you don't deserve this outgoingness. But also, my coaching gig, that's black people. So I feel like I'm around more black people when I'm coaching.
Pictures, yeah.
So I'm coaching like all black girls, and the other coaches for like the varsity and the high schoolers, they're black. So there's one girl who's not black, but I don't know what she is, but she's cool. But I don't know. I just feel like being around black people is just great for black people.
Yeah, I can't imagine going to MSU. Like, I don't know. It just wouldn't fit me. I feel like FAMU changed me.
I think it did too, for the better for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you were bad before, but I think it just kind of made you become. It made you become like who you are.
Yeah. It's just I'm just not who I was in high school. I mean, I shouldn't be, but you know. Going from an all-white high school to a HBCU, that's the difference.
Yep.
Your mindset start changing, what you thinking, what you're being taught, everything changes.
I'm trying to think, did MSU change me? Not really.
How
many friends did you make in college? Like, try to count it out.
I'll count the closest ones I have right now.
Like the ones that you are still in contact with and stuff?
My fault. I'm trying. Okay, I sit down. I'll say like 10.
Oh,
I'm still in close contact with.
That is so nice.
Yeah. How many of them?
2. And I married one.
Oh my god.
Because like,
wait, why weren't you very social?
I don't know. I just feel like it just wasn't. I don't know. Like
when I went to, okay, sorry to interrupt, but
no,
like,
it's okay.
When I first got to campus, I would have random people saying hey to me. Like, and I think that's probably another reason why it was easier for me.
I think HBCUs are just like really friendly because you guys are all black, and it's like we're black, we're connected, we came here for empowerment, everything. And then it's kind of like MSU, like we're all in college, I'm keeping to myself, I got my friend group, whatever.
I don't know, it's just different. Everybody was, well, summer B, I'll say, not summer fall B. Yeah, there's a difference between summer B and starting fall semester, but yeah, summer B, it was just easy going, and everybody was nice.
Yeah, I think something changed in me. I think I said this in our episode with Kashava. Something changed in me in like between high school and college, where I just kind of was in my shell. I don't know. Maybe it was like, I don't know what it was. Like, I still haven't figured it out, but I think I open up to people that open up to me. And at MSU, it's such a big school that people just want to go to class and go and like get it done. Like, there are some people, like, I feel like I said, those smaller classes where you have group projects and you have to, like, get to know people. Maybe those are environments to meet people. But, no, not me. I mean, if I had group assignments with people, I'm friendly, I'm nice, but that's about it. Like, I can't think of... And then the one friend that I did make, we both went on a... Her name is Shayna. We both went on a study away trip in Puerto Rico, and we just clicked there, and then, like, we kind of just stayed in contact. So... Other than, like, and then I had friends from high school that went to my college, so I feel like that was another reason I didn't branch out, because I already had friends that I would hang out with. So, like I said, if I would have went to a different college and, like, had to move out of state or something, or even not even move out of state, but, like, move to an hour away or something to go to college, like, I would have been forced, because I wouldn't have had any comfort or any, like, sense of familiarity.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's why I didn't make any friends, because I already have them.
Wait, did you hang out with them on the weekends?
Oh, no. I mean, I worked. I told you I worked. So, I had my own money. Like, it was something about, like, just making my own. I think I became very, very, like, I was always independent, but I became extremely independent when I got to college.
I got my check. And
I literally, exactly, I was like, I can make my own money. Like, sometimes we would all hang out. I would go to their dorms and stuff. But they were like, they like to party. And, you know, some people's college experience, and I know you did that in college, was like just to go out, party, have fun. That was never me. Like, I never really.
You still aren't like that.
I'm not. And I don't know, like, that's just not what I'm interested in. Like, I'm more of an intimate person. Like, I like to hang out. I like movie nights. Let's go to the movies. Game nights. Let's go bowling. Like, stuff like that. Yeah. I'm never like, ooh, let's go to a party and get drunk. Like, on my birthday, completely out of my character. But it was fun. I'll do those things, like, every once in a while. But, like, it's just not, I just don't care to do that. And that's what they wanted to do. So I feel like during college, we did distance a little bit because they were into that stuff and I wasn't. And they found friends that was into that stuff and I didn't. And then I also had Jeff, who had a very similar mindset as me, who didn't mind staying in or didn't mind just, like, hanging out with me. Exactly. And that's one of the things that why we clicked, because we have very similar mindsets when it came to those things. So, like, I wasn't a partier at all.
Yeah, freshman year, it died down, I think, junior year. But freshman year, yeah, every weekend. Me and Malaysia, we out. Me and Malaysia. That's my girl right there. But, yeah, I fully enjoyed the freshman year.
That's good. Did you, like, enjoy your overall college experience? That's good.
Yeah.
I think I did, too.
I hope you did.
I think for the most
don't
part,
have a good college experience. Like, dang, you don't got no memories.
So what is, like, something that you wish you would have known before going to college? Like, you wish somebody would have told you? Is there, if anything?
I can't think of anything.
I just feel like I think about this all the time, and, like, kind of why I want to create a mentorship program for incoming college students. Like, I just wish somebody just would have told me, like, you don't have to have it all figured out. Like, you can go to college and kind of figure it out. Or if you have a goal, keep an open mind. Because when I tell you, like, my mind was literally, like, one track doctor. Like, this was my goal.
And I think that's a lot of people when they go to college too.
Like, that was my goal by any means necessary. This is happening. If somebody asked me, do I still want to be a doctor, I would get offended. And the crazy thing is, look at me now. Like,
people ask me what I want to do in school, I'm like, listen, I don't know. I'm just graduating. I'm just trying to graduate.
The goal is to get out of here.
Right, that was my goal.
With a degree.
I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I just wish I wish I would have stayed more open-minded and just, like, kind of explored different classes and things that I'm interested in. Like, I was talking to my sister and she told me, like, sometimes it's better to, like, go in a route that you're interested in rather than doing something that you feel like you would be good in. Yeah. Like, when we're younger, like, I like to do puzzles, so I could have been a puzzle maker, like, stuff like that. Like, things that I'm genuinely interested in. Like, why not make that my job? Like, then you'll have fun and you'll actually, like, have a passion for it.
Right. I'm trying to do that now, or stop doing it. Like,
I'm doing that now.
Consistently looking for analyst jobs. I'm like, I'm tired of being an analyst. Like, I want to do something else, which is, you know, what I want to do. But
yeah, and you're gonna.
Yeah, it took me a little minute to figure out what I wanted to do, but, you know, we here now, and basically we here now, and it's gonna get there.
Okay. So I have a little would you rather for you.
Okay.
Would you rather go to another HBCU but have a horrible experience, or go to a PWI and just have a mediocre experience?
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Go to an HBCU, have a horrible experience, a PWI and PWI. I mean, I'll still find my circle of black people. We'll have fun in a mediocrity way. We'll still have fun. We'll try and make something out of it, but I don't want to go have a horrible experience anywhere I go.
Yeah, but I mean, you will be at an HBCU.
But it's still a horrible experience. I don't want a horrible experience.
True, true, true.
She's like, dang, I wish I transferred to... No, I'll pick a PWI.
Did you ever think about transferring?
Never.
Right, because you loved your experience. I never thought about it either. No matter how much, I'm just looking in the corner. I never thought about transferring. It never even crossed my mind, which is so crazy. Because like, thinking now, I could have transferred.
No, my best friend was trying to leave and go to the military. When she told me that, I was so mad at her. I'm like, why are you trying to leave me? Oh my gosh, and I'm glad she stayed. But yeah.
And she went afterwards?
All right, she went afterwards, but yeah. I never thought about transferring.
Dang, I just feel like so many people talk so highly of like HBCUs. I just want to go, but I feel like I'm too old now to have the experience, you know?
Nah, not really. I mean, if you go meet a homecoming sometime.
No, but like,
you want the younger school
yeah,
experience.
I mean, yeah, the school experience, but also like the school spirit experience. But like, I feel like if I go now, I'll be meeting a bunch of like 18-year-olds, which is nothing wrong with like having younger friends. But
what
like,
you mean by that?
Like, I wouldn't be meeting people my age.
If you went with me?
No, if I went now, you know,
like
because I can't go back in time and like do it now. But I'm saying like if I did it now.
And like enroll and doing the whole process.
Right, it just wouldn't be the same.
Oh, yeah.
Because there were people in my class at MSU that were like 40 plus.
Mine
which is
too.
fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I kind of would feel like I want to be around.
But it felt no different.
It did?
Yeah, it felt like they were just, you know, we were all students.
But no, okay, yeah, they were students, but like, you didn't make friends with them. Like, think about being in their position, like, oh, I want to make friends.
Okay, so we were a class friend. But nothing more. Just a class friend.
Nothing outside of class friends.
Would you rather? I had one, then it left.
It's okay, I have a question.
What?
Did you like living in the dorms? And did you live in the dorms all 4 years?
My freshman year, I stayed in the village. That was a great dorm. My sophomore year, I moved to Faze. That was a terrible dorm. For one, I had a roommate. And then it's just being where it was and the roaches.
Roaches? Hold up.
Like when I first moved in, you have to clean everything. And it was just roaches. I'm like, oh my god.
Ugh, that makes me crawl.
Yeah, but after we cleaned, there was no more. But
did you have a roommate freshman year?
I did, but it was kind of like I had our own rooms. We just
shared
shared a bathroom. Yeah, so that was nice. But yeah, I moved to Faze because I had a car or whatever. Junior year, no, I moved to an apartment. And senior year, in the same apartment. Did you stay in the dorm?
I stayed in the dorms all 4 years.
Really?
I did. Okay, so
wait, why didn't you leave senior year at least?
Well, okay, so if we ever talk about like how we were as kids, like I was a very good girl. Like listen to my parents, everything that they suggested or told me to do, I would listen as to the best of my ability. I just tried to be a good girl, like tried to be a good kid to make life easy for my parents. So when my dad suggested that I stay in the dorms all 4 years because I have my whole life to pay bills and to move in apartments, I listened. So I stayed. I was the only sibling. I was the only kid of theirs that actually listened and stayed in the dorms all 4 years. And I feel like I got a better college experience because of it. Even though I feel like I didn't maximize my college experience, I feel like I did get a better college experience because my friends that moved out sophomore year, they complained about traveling in the winters. They complained about not being close to the classes.
How is that? Having school in
the winter? You did. With your warm weather.
Like, I can't. That's the other reason. I'm like, no, I'm not walking to class in the snow.
Honestly, I felt like the winters weren't that bad. I mean, like, if you know Michigan is Michigan, so it's gonna snow. But it wasn't bad because, especially living on campus, we had buses. So, and the buses literally, like, there was a schedule for time. There was an app that would tell you, oh, this bus is en route.
Were they there
on this step. Yeah, I mean, yes, they would have time estimates, but there was an app that was more accurate. Like, oh, the bus is at this stop. So I would just come out when I knew the bus was, like, at one stop before. So I wouldn't stand outside for too long. Or if I had to walk somewhere, it wasn't super duper far. So like I wasn't outside a lot, and it wasn't bad. And yeah, it wasn't bad having college in the wintertime.
I would be miserable.
I think people that lived off campus were, because they had to travel from wherever their apartments were to campus and drive and find parking. Like, I heard parking on campus sucked.
That's another thing. Like, y'all have to pay for parking. We didn't have to pay for parking.
I feel like that's a MSU. I don't know if that's an MSU thing, but I think.
But we had limited.
I think that sucks. We did not have free parking. You had to pay for parking pass. But me and Jeff kind of cheat code. So parking was free from like 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. So and then at our job, we just could get free parking. So we would just wake up at before 7 a.m. before the parking people came, moved our car, take the bus back to our dorm.
I would have did the same thing.
So we got a couple tickets here and there, but tickets were $10, and if you didn't pay it, it went up to like 15, 25. Max was like 40. So like if you didn't pay for parking, so like we kind of knew where we can park, how long we can park there, and to move our car. Yeah, we finessed the system for sure, but it wasn't bad. Winters weren't bad at all. Dang, I just like, you really didn't have winter classes, like winter.
Thank God. And that's why I want to leave Michigan so bad, because I hate the snow.
I don't mind. I don't think it's that bad. I feel like it's not bad.
I just hate having to wipe the snow off the cars like that. Yeah. That just irritates my soul. Having to defrost the windows.
Get a car with an automatic starter. Like next car you get, make sure it has an automatic starter, because then you can do all that while you're getting ready, and then by the time you come outside, just the windshield is all melted. Yep.
Scraping the ice, like, bro, that pisses me off on another level. Like, I should not be living like this.
So did you like come home for summers, the summers that you didn't have classes?
Nope. Oh no, one summer I did.
Freshman year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everybody comes home freshman year.
And I was like, I'm ready to get back. I was ready to get back.
He was like, this is the reason I left.
I think I was just bored because, for one, I wasn't working, and I got a job the last 2 weeks I was there. But yeah.
You got a job in Michigan?
Yes.
What is the point, Gabby? What was the point?
Girl, I don't know. I don't
like,
know.
You could have been making money the whole summer. You decided the last 2 weeks.
I don't remember my reason why I didn't get a job. I was just at home chilling. And I got one the last 2 weeks at McDonald's.
I'm dead.
Never again.
I feel like everybody worked at McDonald's. I've never worked at a fast food place, and I don't think I ever will, because I just feel like I'm past that.
I'm like, it's too late. But yeah, it's just not.
God willing, it's too late. Shoot, you never know what can happen. But I don't plan. Right? I don't plan to like have to need to work there.
Yeah, I did not like McDonald's, especially I was the only black girl, and then you got white people coming at you any kind of way. My manager used to be like, "Smile, Gabby," and I'm like, "Girl, I don't want to smile right now."
I don't want to smile.
Like, I don't want to smile right now. That's just a job I would not recommend for anybody's first job.
I just feel like everybody worked at McDonald's, and then like I remember Eli and Kiana met there.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't know if they met there, but they worked there.
Wild.
Okay. Oof. Make sure I'm back. Oops. Okay, cool. It's still recording.
Oh, good.
All right, so okay, this is my last question. I don't know if you have any more, but like, I know you went to a HBCU, so predominantly black students and stuff, but were the teachers predominantly black?
Yes, I did have a couple white professors.
Do you feel like the white ones were like racist or anything?
Never. He was probably one of my favorite professors.
Really?
Yes. I love that professor.
That's so nice. I wish I had this one really racist professor. So like I said, my major was neuroscience and human biology, and then like I had to take certain classes, and this was one of the classes that I had to take. It was between this one and another one, and I don't know why I chose this one, but I chose it. It ended up being a coding neuroscience class. The neuroscience part wasn't the bad, it was the coding part.
That sounds kind of complicated.
So the class did not insinuate coding at all. So when
you mean like computer coding?
Yes. So when I signed up for it, it just, well, okay, like coding, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like coding is like if this then what, put the formula in. If you're having kind of like statistic coding, like and like big population coding. So if you have a big population, you can literally like put if this then what for this one, like stuff like that.
Oh, no.
And the class did not, in the description, it did not say, the word coding was not there.
Wait, but how did you figure out your professor was racist?
I'm about to tell you. So the class is called neuroinformatics. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, this neurology, neuroscience, information. I don't know. It was a neuroinformatics class. It was coding. When I found out it was coding, this was like the first week.
Wait, why you ain't drop it?
I'm about to tell you, girl.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I found out it was coding the first week of class, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I got to drop this class. So I went to the professor. I was like, yeah, I can't take this class. I don't think I'm going to do well. He was like, no, you'll be fine. You're going to do it. I'll help you out. What?
Wait, why did you go to him? Why didn't you just drop it?
Because I was going to, but I wanted to, like, go to him to see if he had any sources, like are there any tutoring or anything, because like I didn't want to just completely quit. And also I think it was nearing like the ad drop period, and I also didn't know if I had any other options. Like I think I had to take this class for the requirement. So I told the professor, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna succeed, I think I'm gonna drop it, but is there any like thing that any tutors, like any, because usually for most classes they had like a tutoring program, but this was brand new. Like neuroscience is a new major. When I went there, I think it was 3 years new, so it was brand new, 3 or 5, but was still new. Like they were still developing the program. So he told me like, no, I got you, I'll help you. If you have any questions, ask me. We don't have any tutors, but if I find somebody, I'll you know, reach out to you. So I'm in this class with the hopes of my professor, you know, actually helping me when I asked. And I told you, when I am doing well in a class, I buddy with the professor. But if I'm doing bad in a class, I always reach out and ask and email the professor, go to help hours, all of this. So I was emailing the professor, asking for help, asking the other students who got it. Now, this class started off with like 35 people. We ended the class with 12 people. So one, that is a testament to the class, testament to the freaking professor. So about halfway through the class, or no, not halfway, maybe like 3/4 of the way through, so like towards the end of the semester, the professor comes to me and like, yeah, I think you should drop this class, I just don't think you're doing well.
It's too late though, right?
It's way too late, like way too late. Like there's no way that I can find another class to get into. If I drop this class, I can't drop it, it'll just be a fail at that point. He was like, yeah, I don't think you're gonna pass. Now I had been going to him for help. He was one of those people that's very frustrated that I couldn't get it because he had been trying to explain, but he shouldn't have been a teacher because he can't explain things.
You can't get frustrated with somebody who's not explaining.
Exactly, and this was an intro to neuroinformatics, but this class did not feel intro at all. It felt like maybe the 2nd or 3rd level of the class. Like there was nothing intro about it, or he just wasn't explaining it in a way that somebody who never knew anything about coding could learn. So I was very frustrated. So there was this one guy who had taken his class before who used the same program. So the program that we use is called R, and no one in our school uses this program. Everyone else used, like, I don't know what the other programs are called. Like Excel, I know, is a coding program, and another program that other people use. That's the program that most people in the school use. So even if I wanted to ask somebody else that like wasn't in the class, nobody could use it because no one knew how to use the program. And my thing is, why didn't you just use a program that the university uses, so I could ask someone? Like I didn't need to know how to do the work, because the work I could know how to do it. I just needed to know how to code. So I literally could have asked somebody, how do you code, period. So there was this one tutor that he set me up with, and I used her. She was like $50 a session, which was expensive, but I was like, I need to freaking pass the class, so I'm gonna pay it. She was late to our first session, canceled our second session, and then after that told me she couldn't do it anymore. So I was just annoyed. I was like, I'm literally trying so hard, putting everything I can into doing this, and I can't. Like I felt stupid, and I was honestly getting in a depressive state. So he told me, he was like, yeah, I'll put in a word with your counselor. I'll tell her that that she needs to be dropped from the class, but I really don't think you should do it. He asked me what my future aspirations were. I told him I want to be a doctor, and he was like, yeah, I think you should change that. And so part of me stuck to wanting to be a doctor because I kind of wanted to prove him wrong. Yeah, but then the other part of me was like, now I never really wanted to consider like, is he right? But because I was always like, I'm a prove you wrong type of person. So when he told me he could get me out of the class, I was going to take the opportunity. So I didn't go to the next class. And then he was like, he messaged me, he was like, I didn't expect you not to show up. I was like, well, you told me you could drop me from class, so I'm not going to waste my time and go anymore. Right. Turns out he couldn't get me out. My guy in class was like, no, it has to be extenuating circumstance. Like if you literally are bedbound, or if you're like, if it's like a boxing class and you broke your arm, something like that. Like, it has to be a legit reason why you dropped the class. So he gave me false hope for one, and I couldn't drop the class. I ended up passing his class, thank God, proving him wrong. But he was just racist, and I felt like me and one other person who was disabled in the class, he was kind of telling us the same thing, and I was the only black person, and me and her were the only minorities, and I just felt like he was very racist, and
he wasn't giving me all the same kind of treatment
at all. And like, I just feel like as a professor, you shouldn't tell your student this isn't the route you should go in. You shouldn't tell your
based
person,
off one class.
Exactly, based off one class, and based off something that I genuinely tried my hardest to pass. Actively asking for tutors, asking for help. You were not giving it to me. Every time I went to him, you seemed irritated. Like, it is, you shouldn't be a teacher. So it was very annoying, and that's my experience, and I hated it. That was like really like I needed a break, like a mental break from school.
What year was, I mean, what?
This was senior year, first semester.
Okay.
So I had 1 semester after this. I was so burnt out. So burnt out.
Yeah, that was me my last semester. Burnt out, ready to graduate.
Yeah, I was ready. Part of me was ready, part of me like missed it already. But not that class.
No, I was ready to go. I was so ready to leave.
But now you want to go back.
Right. Just not for the school part.
Right. Well, I hope you guys liked our episode. This is episode 3 of the Naturally Us podcast with your host. I am Nyla.
I am Gabby.
Make sure you follow us on our social medias. My Instagram is at Nyla Cali, TikTok at Nyla Cali, Instagram, or I just said Instagram. Twitter, I am not on it often, but you can follow me at Nyla Cali 7. Gabby, plug yourself.
All of mine are _GVH4. Nice. And together. One username.
I mean, mine are the same too. Just one got a 7 on it. Tell them about your other pages.
Oh, Shop GV Fitness and THEE.GABBYV.
Yes. Oh, also
Well,
follow
a lot of social media.
Please do follow the Naturally Us podcast page at the Naturally Us podcast. Everything will be in the description down below. We hope you guys follow us. Oh yeah, Gab, you gotta tell your little story.
Oh. I really forgot all about it, but no. Okay, so y'all, I'm on Instagram, right? I get a DM from a friend talking about some, hey, can you do me a favor? So I'm like, yeah, what's up? I almost said depends. I should have said that, but I was like, yeah, what's up? He was like, can you send me a screenshot? Bro, this is just a dummy move. He was like, can you send me a screenshot? I just sent you a link. I sent the screenshot like an idiot. When I tell you, people open up that DM so fast to copy that link, and I thought about it, I was like, dang, this don't feel right. I'm like, why are you asking me out of all people? Then I had another thought, and I was like, oh shoot, my page is took. So I called my cousin. I'm like, bro, I think my page about to get hacked. She's like, change your password. I'm like, I don't know how to change my password. So finally, I know how to change my password on Instagram through the app. But yeah, I low-key had time to change my password, but as soon I was shaking so bad because I knew my page was gone. But yeah, the people hacked my page and I was so livid. I was pissed off. I was thinking of any negative possible thought I could, hoping that I could get my page back against my hackers. But yeah, but I'm happy I got it back.
I knew your page was hacked the moment they messaged me. So
yeah, people was like, Gabby wouldn't be asking me for
it's
money.
just okay, one, it's the way that they talked, and two, Gabby wouldn't reach out to me over Instagram for something important.
Yeah.
She would text me. So the person was like, hey, can you do me a favor? And so I'm thinking, oh, Gabby wants me to like maybe enter in some fitness contest or something on somebody's page and tag her. Something like that. That's what I was thinking in my mind. Oh, she wants a giveaway. Something like that. Because people have done that to me before.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah. Because it's like, with Gabby, it's like, what do you need? So she was like,
or the hackers.
The hacker. I don't know why I think it's a girl. Jeff thinks it's a guy.
I think it's a guy. And yeah, then they gonna text me talking about some, do you want your page back? I said, be for real. What you think? And then they were like, send $100. Bro.
That's literally what they were asking me. They was like, the message was, let me actually go read it. Cause
yeah, I'm on phone back there.
It just did not sound like you at all.
Yeah, none of it did. And then they were saying am instead of I'm. I'm like, yeah, y'all know that's not me.
It's just not Gabby.
And then I'm not asking for money, period.
So the message was like, can you do me a favor real quick? I'm like, yeah. They was like, look, I got money and I don't feel right, but it's low-key an emergency. Can you spare me $100? I'll tell you where to send it. I got you as soon as I get my Cash App unlocked. First of all, Gabby wouldn't ask me for money. Period. Like, we're just not the type of person to ask each other for money. Like, if she needed
I went to my mama.
Yeah, I was about to say, if she needed it, 100% I would give it to her. But Gabby, we don't ask each other for money.
No.
That's just not us. Like,
and baby, I got the $100. So why would I be asking for $100?
Right. And then, so from this moment, I knew for a fact this isn't Gabby. But I was like, let me play along. So I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, where am I sending it? And then we kind of texted at the same time. I was like, text it to me. Because I was like, if this is really Gabby, she'll text it to me because she got my number. And they gonna put some like Cash App that's not, it's like Cam Lex Brensley or like, something.
Bro, you know that.
So I'm like, okay, if your Cash App is locked, why would I send it to somebody that I don't know? Like, if anything, you would have me Apple Pay it to you.
Right.
You would have me Venmo, like something. Like, we have other forms. Like, you would not, if your Cash App was like, you would not have me Cash App it to someone else's Cash App. So in my mind, I'm thinking, this isn't Gabby. So I'm like, oh, also they was like, thank you, mine. am here. Let me know once it's sent.
And I'm like, a lot of people
I was like, this isn't Gabby. So I was like, okay, 1 second. I was like, give me 15 minutes. My boss just asked me to do something. They was like, okay, show me once it's sent. I was like, okay, I got you. So I was like, you sent it? I was like, not yet. I'm still doing work. I was like, give me 10 more. I had to transfer the money to my Cash App. They was like, okay, you sent it now? They question marked me. They sent me more pictures. Like, I kept asking me. I was like, at this point, I know you're not Gabby.
Right. They was pressed about that little funky $100.
Yeah, they were pressed. I'm about to read my mama's reaction.
So many people was sending me screenshots of what they were saying. I was dying laughing, but I was still mad at the same time.
Right. So my mom, Lord Jesus, I was dying laughing. So they messaged my mom's Instagram, and I texted my family group chat immediately. Because Gabby followed pretty much everybody in my family. So I would text them immediately, like, if y'all get a DM from Gabby, it's not her. Her account got hacked. So my mom was like, sorry, I have just been informed that your account has been hacked. I'm about to report you. So the answer is no. Gabby knows she can contact me directly if she needs me because we are close. She would not send this through IG. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for trying to scam people. You better get right with God before you die and go to hell for being a liar and a thief.
Bro, that message is so funny.
I'm dead. Oh my goodness, she's hilarious.
Everybody was riding for me.
Period.
I was like, oh.
I wonder if anybody actually sent the money.
I don't think so.
Good.
People was reading the messages and not responding back.
Right.
A couple blocks, which I understand.
They blocked you?
Yes.
Did anybody that you don't talk to, did they message anybody you don't talk to?
Yes, it was a list of people on, like, they were messaging dang near everybody I follow.
Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised I didn't end up with 0 followers.
You would have at least one. I would have unfollowed you.
My own dad unfollowed me. I was a little hurt about that. He was like, I'm not letting that happen to me again.
I'm dead. See, I knew that it wasn't you, but I also didn't want to get blocked because I was like, when she gets her account back.
Yeah, because they blocked Najee.
What did Najee say? Did she respond?
Did she respond to them? Yeah, that's why they blocked her. She was going off. Oh my gosh, I gotta show you what
they unfollowed. Did they unfollowed my mom because I saw you follow her back.
Yeah, I had to go through everybody they blocked. I'm like, y'all are being so petty. That was just the worst. I never want to experience that again.
I've never been blocked, but I always got scared, like, because I have the 2-factor authentication. I never understood how people got blocked. So it's basically like you click the link.
Yeah, no, I sent them a screenshot of the link and they copied the link basically. I don't know what they was doing.
What they did behind the scenes.
Yeah, so
anyway,
I got it back.
Protect your social medias and don't be
like me.
I was about to say this.
Don't be like me.
Don't be like Gabby. Don't be like Gabby. Don't click on no links. Don't send nobody no screenshots. When it's over text message and you know the person, you know that it's them.
It just sounded so believable.
Anyway, okay guys, we're gonna close out one more time. Thank you for tuning in and listening to our podcast. We are so grateful that you guys are tuning in and listening, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace out.
Bye.
How embarrassing. Embarrassing.